It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. The 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Hey, report.
Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
No, we changed it. Report.
4th down. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
First down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. Second down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Play action. Here's Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ready, set.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson, options out left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Change it.
From the gun, Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now an option play on 2nd down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now it's Jackson. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. Man open is Robinson. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Got a man touchdown. Josh Oliver from 8 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hurt. Right there, Hurt.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
60 Maverick.
On play action, they'll throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go
the
now.
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop trips, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. He has enough for the first down, and the keeper a gain of 6.
Now that was a designed run. Now remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Got it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the ball, now. Ready.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Okay, ready?
Working with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw again. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
quick. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
Come on.
you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
60 Bison.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and oh, no, he lost the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Cowboy 80. Check smash, check it.
Hurts will throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Though, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. They'll run the toss here. Edwards trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They go play action with Jackson. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Here's Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
57 yards on the ground for him so far. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
On the jump. Check. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, as I said, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. On third down, they turn to Sanders, and he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker, and they will fail to convert here on fourth down. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this fourth quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it? No. This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime. And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, he's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
4th down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. That's into the hands of Prochet. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a 1st down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. They set up the screen for Downs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, if they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Another carry for the fullback, Ricard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the 1st with Edwards. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Throwing, Jackson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Jackson. Out to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot! No, we changed it.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So it's the Eagles who get the win here, and the guy who really led the way was their quarterback, CD, and that's Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.